Sir,
Okay.
yeah, right now it is okay, sir.
Hello, everyone. I am back with my webinar series number 23 after a long gap. I took a gap because of some personal reasons, but I couldn't stop myself when I got a call from Akansha. And her reasons were very genuine. And she talked about one boy died of electrocution in her society. Very sad, very, very painful. Accident happened. The problem is that we have become thick skinned. Every time we wait for another accident to happen, we never learn from the accident happened recently. We don't take any lesson from that. We start blaming everyone whenever some accident happens. We start blaming government, we start blaming society, we start blaming organization. But we never try to look into the root cause of that problem. It's very painful.
सर आवाज बहुत ज्यादा डिस्टॉर्ट हो रही है.
Kindly mute yourself, please.
It gives pain whenever some accident happens. That should not be repeated at all. We should be very much careful. Every time when I start any webinar or any awareness program, I start with Thanksgiving. From the core of my heart, I would like to thank my family, my well-wishers, my mentors and supporters. Almighty, my friends, my parents, my wife, my son, my mentors, respected Vai Saab, Anjali Chandra ma'am, KK Murthy sir, NK Mitchell sir, P. Ramachandran sir, S. Pau sir, Hitesh sir, Dr. Kamal Bansal. My friends Saket Gupta, Arvind Tukral, Dinesh sir ji, SK Batra ji, Vishan Dutt ji. Last but not the least, my team working day and night 24/7 for making this to happen include Gulab and Ramthani.
ये आवाज लेते हैं और नेटवर्क की वजह से समस्या आ रही है.
Ma'am, kindly take control of everyone and mute everyone.
Please mute all.
Okay, sir.
Kindly mute everyone. Every accident gives a pain. And electrocution that happened in your society was not a new incident happened. Electrocution kills nearly 30 Indians a day. Yes, 30 Indians a day. It's a very painful. Every day we come up with a news of electrocution. And it is very, very painful. I have taken that photograph from social media. And it usually you can see such messages on social media, especially during rainy seasons. Whenever you touch any electric pole and you are moving in the water logging, such incident happens. At the same time, animals are not spared. You can see these things on social media. Many elephants were killed, died because of electrocution in Odisha, in the jungle. All these accidents are very painful. But why it is happening every time? क्यों नहीं हम रोक पा रहे? Who is responsible? हम लर्न क्यों नहीं करते अपनी गलतियों से? This is a point to be considered. Accident होते कैसे हैं? What is the reasons of that accident? Every time when some fire happens, some electrocutions happen, when some accident happens, the blame is given to short circuit. What short circuit is? When the current leaves the dedicated or intended path through which it has to move and it takes another path. कोई भी करंट जिसको अपने किसी इक्विपमेंट्स के थ्रू फ्लो करना हो वहां से छोड़ के किसी और रास्ते पे जाता है और वो जाके रिटर्न पाथ जो न्यूट्रल वायर है उस पर टच होता है किसी भी रीजन से, तो शॉर्ट सर्किट. शॉर्ट सर्किट होने पे होता क्या है? When there is a short circuit, it creates heat that is called the heating effect of current. When oxygens are available and some combustible materials comes in contact with that heat and oxygens available in abundance, definitely the fire will start. No one can stop it. Apart from that, there is another thing that is called earth fault. Whenever you are touching an equipment and that equipment's face wire comes in contact with earth, ground, definitely it will take that path. And when you touch that equipment, due to some reasons, that current starts flowing through your body. And it is very important to mention here that only 30 milliampere current, सिर्फ 30 milliampere current काफी है किसी भी व्यक्ति की जान लेने के लिए. And that 30 milliampere current depends on the voltage you are touching and the resistance of your body. आपका बॉडी उस पाथ, उस वोल्टेज, उसको कितना रेसिस्टेंस ऑफर कर रहा है, दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन दैट. यूजली एक इंसान का जो हम कैलकुलेशन में जो एक थ्योरेटिकल वैल्यू लेते हैं 1000 ओम लेते हैं ड्राई कंडीशन में, और किसी वेट कंडीशन में, दैट हैपेंड इन योर सोसाइटी. व्हेन यू आर barefooted and you are in the wet condition, the resistance of body becomes very low. And in that case, the current that may flow through your body will be more than 30 milliampere, and that will definitely going to kill. No one can stop you. हमें precautions लेने हैं. We should not always wait for society to do everything. From our side, we have to make ourselves aware. When you are working with any electrical equipment, you should consider it as live. आप उसको लाइव समझेंगे, आपको कोई चांस नहीं लेना, आपको बिल्कुल प्रिकॉशंस के साथ आगे बढ़ना है. ये एनालॉजी है फॉल्ट करंट, शॉर्ट सर्किट और एम्बुलेंस. आप सभी व्यक्तियों ने, सभी लोगों ने एम्बुलेंस को रोड पे देखा होगा. एम्बुलेंस को देखते ही व्हाट यू डू, द फर्स्ट थिंग कम्स इन योर माइंड, यू हैव टू गिव पाथ टू दैट एम्बुलेंस so that the ambulance can reach to the hospital and the patient in that ambulance can be saved. उसी तरह जब आप किसी इक्विपमेंट को टच करते हैं, आपको उसी इक्विपमेंट की तरह एक जो शॉर्ट सर्किट करंट है उसको एक डेडिकेटेड शॉर्ट पाथ देना ताकि वो आपकी बॉडी से फ्लो ना हो. And that work is done by good earthing system in your building and premises. What happens when your patient reach hospital? You feel happy because you are able to save that patient because he can reach in time to the hospital. Similarly, जब short circuit होता है और आप उसको dedicated path देते हैं, definitely that won't flow through your body. That will flow through the dedicated path, earth, or you will be saved. To make you understand, let us understand one beautiful thing. In the present era, there is one thing which is loved, liked by everyone. In fact, difficult to live without it. और वो चीज है आपका मोबाइल. You start your day with mobile, you end your day with mobile. It is a thing being loved by everyone and difficult to live without it. इस मोबाइल को चार्ज करने के लिए you need a charger. I'm quite sure you can afford to purchase any mobile 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 10 lakh rupees. But when it comes to charger for that particular mobile phone you are using, becomes difficult to take decision. You never look at this IS 13252 or IC 60950 part 1. You never look at that square in square symbol. You just go and purchase. If you are not looking at that thing, you are playing with your loved one, life of your loved one. Anything can happen. Be careful. अब मैं बात करने वाला हूं, आई एम गोइंग टू लुक एट द स्मॉल बट वेरी क्रूशियल एंड इंपॉर्टेंट aspects to ensure the safety in your building, in your vicinity. Let's start. These are common scene in every house, in every building. We use one extension code, we overload it. We should not do that thing. It's very dangerous thing. That must be avoided for our loved ones, for our assets we have in our house, in our building. हमें ध्यान देना है. जब appliances यूज में नहीं है, it's better to unplug it. It is very common scene again that even if you are not using your appliances, gadgets, you make that plug on always. There are two benefits of doing that thing. You save energy as well as you minimize the risk and shock and fire. ध्यान रखना है आपको. I need your help. We have to imbibe, we have to inculcate, we have to make people aware about all these things to make my India free of accident. That's the ultimate objective of my life. And I'm sure all of you will help me. You will be part of my journey to make my India free of accident. We should avoid loose connection and must be avoided. Must be avoided any loose connection in your system, because loose connection creates arc, and arc itself is a very dangerous thing, because in the arc the temperature rises many folds. उसका temperature इतना ज़्यादा होता है, and that spark can ignite fire if some combustible material is there, oxygen is there. Definitely it is bound to happen. No one can stop it. Avoid करना है हमें. Extension cord का purpose एक temporary है. That should not be used as a permanent solution for every houses we are living in. But we use that extension cord and make it permanent and forget everything. Please avoid it. Please, it's a humble request. If you can save one life in your life, the purpose of your life is going to be fulfilled. It's not matter of awareness. You have to awake yourself. You have to awake your friends, whosoever comes in your contact, aware about the importance of safety. Extension cord means temporary. That should not be permanent. Never plug space heater or heavy loads. हम space heater को extension cord में लगा देते हैं, जिस पे already overload है. Then we start blaming utility systems and everything. Every journey starts with a single step. And charity starts from home. You have to give your bit. आपको अपना काम करना है. आपको अपनी तरफ से सुरक्षा का ध्यान रखना. And I'm quite sure with that accident can be minimized and we can reach to zero accident level. I need your support. आपको अपने सब लोगों, सब जानने वाले सब लोगों, सब दोस्तों, सब रिश्तेदारों में अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करनी है. You can share my number. You can share my videos. Even that webinar that we are conducting right now will be recorded. It is being recorded, in fact, will be shared. I need your help. This is again common scene. We run code under rugs, carpets, doors, or windows. And the insulation quality start deteriorating. हमें मालूम नहीं चलता कि वो इंसुलेशन कब टूट गया, क्योंकि वो कारपेट के नीचे है. हम उसके ऊपर पैर रख के कंटिन्यू चल रहे हैं, मूव कर रहे हैं. एक दिन वो शॉर्ट सर्किट होता है और तब मालूम चलता है. यस, बी केयरफुल. Make sure extension cord don't become tripping hazard. We use extension cord lying here and there in the house. And the same thing happens that is depicted by that picture. सुनिश्चित करें कि एक्सटेंशन कोड ट्रिपिंग के खतरा ना बने. आपको ये सुनिश्चित करना पड़ेगा. Again, very important aspect. We keep paper, other potential combustible material, the close vicinity of space heater or other heat sources. Kindly avoid it. We need minimum 3 feet distance, even more. Kindly take care of all these things. Make sure you use proper rating illumination fitting for illumination lamp. आज के सिनेरियो में क्योंकि एलईडी लैंप है, ये बात इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, लेकिन जब आप पुराने बल्ब यूज करते थे जिसकी रेटिंग अलग थी और आप अलग रेटिंग का सिस्टम में लैंप को लगाते थे, in that case that is very difficult situation. You have to match the rating of the fitting and the luminary you are using, illumination lamp. That must match.
Kindly mute yourself. I think Mr. K.K. Murthy ji is there. No? Kindly mute yourself, please.
Make sure your home has smoke or fire detection alarm, and that must be replaced. At least audit is compulsory for that alarm system for checking of the healthiness. It is not like that you install and forget it. Functioning must be tested, inspected, verified. Important aspects. Kindly ensure proper earthing oblique grounding design based on the requirement of the site. आपका क्या लोड है, आपका क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है, उस बेस पे आपको अपना प्रॉपर अर्थिंग और ग्राउंडिंग करना है. It is not like that you should not copy earthing system of one place to another because that is site specific. हर साइट, हर जगह की लोकेशन बदलते ही अर्थिंग की रिक्वायरमेंट बदल जाती है, क्योंकि लोड चेंज होता है, क्योंकि आपका सोल रेसिस्टिविटी बदल जाती है. Be careful. Be very, very careful. This is also important aspect. Proper selections of MCB or RCC or any other protective device. आपने MCB लगा दिया, आपने RCB लगा दिया, क्या वो प्रॉपर रेटिंग का है? क्या वो फॉल्ट आने पे आपकी हेल्प करेगा? Or it will defeat the purpose for which it is already installed. You have to ensure functioning of protective device when it is required. Otherwise, it is of no use to spend money of the protective device you have already installed. Be careful. आज के दिन हम सभी लोग इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स गैजेट्स यूज करते हैं. माइक्रोवेव हमारे पास है, लैपटॉप है, कंप्यूटर्स हैं. Whatever we equipment purchase have some electronic components, and electronic components creates harmonic. And we should use gadgets with less harmonic. And if possible, the filters should be used, or it is basically moral responsibility of manufacturers of gadgets to provide gadgets with a minimum harmonic generation. बहुत ही important aspects है ये भी. Proper selections of cables and wires. आप कौन सी केबल लेते हैं? टाइप 5, टाइप 6, या जो मार्केट में मिल रही है वही आप जो वेंडर दे रहा आप उसे लेके आते हैं. You have to choose with your wisdom. Good quality of cables, that should not be overloaded based on your requirement. Always use good quality gadgets. Also not to use outdated, outlived, damaged gadgets or appliances. जो outdated हो चुके हैं, जो अपनी लाइफ पूरी कर चुके हैं या डैमेज्ड हैं, उन गैजेट्स को यूज करने की गलती ना करें. बिल्कुल वो गलती नहीं करनी चाहिए. प्रॉपर मेंटेनेंस ऑफ इक्विपमेंट्स एंड गैजेट्स. जो भी गैजेट्स यूज करते हैं उसका रख रखाव, उसका मेंटेनेंस, उसका कंडीशन मॉनिटरिंग as per the recommendation of manufacturer must be done. Proper protection system coordination. जब आप प्रोटेक्शन सिस्टम लगा रहे हैं उसका कोऑर्डिनेशन भी करना है. कौन सी एमसीबी किस साइज की पहले लगेगी और कौन सी बाद में लगेगी, that plays very important role. That is called protection system coordination. Regular inspection and test your electrical cords, extension cord, electrical gadgets, electrical circuits for damage. कि आपने जो सर्किट्स डाले हैं, इलेक्ट्रिकल इक्विपमेंट्स हैं, गैजेट्स हैं, कोर्स हैं, उसकी हेल्थीनेस चेक भी करनी है. These छोटे छोटे टिप्स definitely help you to avoid accident and minimize accident and make India free of accident. जब हम पोल को टच करते हैं और मैक्सिमम टाइम ये जो एक्सीडेंट होता है उसको एक्सप्लेन किया इस पिक्चर के द्वारा. आई ट्राई टू डिपिक्ट द रीजंस, द रूट कॉज ऑफ दैट इलेक्ट्रोक्यूशन यूजुअली हैपेंस व्हेन वी टच एनी इलेक्ट्रिक पोल ड्यूरिंग रेनी सीजन और एनी ड्राई सीजंस, एंड दैट हैपेंस बिकॉज ऑफ टच पोटेंशियल. Barely making earthing of that pole is not going to help unless until it ensures that the flow of current through your heart, through your body is less than 30 milliampere. खाली अर्थिंग करना ही सोल्यूशन नहीं है. आपको लीकेज करंट के लिए प्रॉपर आरसीबी सिस्टम भी प्रोवाइड कराना है. डेडिकेट अर्थ है तो वो उसका पाथ भी आपको दिखाना है. सिर्फ आपको इंश्योर करना है कि 30 मिली एम्पियर करंट आपकी बॉडी से फ्लो ना करे. दैट इज द बेसिक फंडामेंटल थिंग्स. और बहुत सिंपल सी बात है. इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ अर्थ द सिस्टम बिकम्स अनर्थ. अनर्थ का मतलब क्या है जो दिखा रहा हूं? अनर्थ मीन्स विनाश, डिजास्टर. आपको नहीं लगता कि यू शुड ऑल्सो गिव योर कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन टू एलिमिनेट इलेक्ट्रिकल एक्सीडेंट? और हमें एक प्लेज लेनी चाहिए ताकि हम इंडिया को एक्सीडेंट फ्री कर सके, अपनी सोसाइटी को अच्छा बना सके. इफ यू फेल we have to do that thing. Kindly and unmute yourself for a minute and say yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is not the end. It is just a beginning of new era of India, where we can dream of making India free of accident, especially because of negligence of regulations and poor earthing and poor grounding system. Only 4 minutes left. If you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, that meeting is going to stop after 4 minutes. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot. My number is 9818651574. You can give me ring anytime, 24/7. Or you can get my number through Akansha Mein. And
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. आपने इतने अच्छे तरीके से समझाया, उसके लिए थैंक यू सो मच. आपने टाइम निकाला और आई होप सो कि सभी कोई भी
ये हमारे
प्रॉब्लम
लिए
होगी
बहुत ही
तो
सौभाग्य की बात है कि हमारे बीच में एस पाउ सर, who is ex chief electrical inspector of Tamil Nadu with us, And we have 3 minutes left. I request our sir to give final remarks and say a few words.
Am I audible, Aroraji?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
See, I am outside. I'm on the way to my native. That's why I couldn't have an audibility. Okay. First of all, I would like to appreciate you for your continuous efforts on eradicating electrical accidents in our country. It's saddening to note that every day we lose at least 30 precious lives, especially in domestic premises. Almost 40% of accidents occur in domestic premises.
True.
And whatever the measures that you have prescribed, you have presented, is more than enough to alleviate such electrocutions in our country. And two important things: one, earthing; another, providing RCBO in respect of residential installation, and together with a proper upkeep of installation. The consumer should always consult with some electrician, licensed electrician, once in a while, at least periodically, at least once in a year, they should have a check over their installation. This will avoid total accident. Instead of putting all the technicalities, I would like to summarize only these 3 things is sufficient for a consumer's perspective to avoid any electrocutions and save their precious lives of citizens. That's all, Mr. Rajesh Aroraji.
Thank you,
Please
sir.
go ahead.
Thank you very much. Any question?
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone. किसी का क्वेश्चन हो तो प्लीज आप पूछिए.
Any question? I am ready to answer. Okay, thank you everyone for sparing your valuable time. And finally, we want to make India free of accident. That is pledge from our side. And I hope you will become the part of my team to make my India, my society free of accident. Thank you everyone. Thanks a lot. Namaskar. Namaste.